Catherine Bach always looked more fearless than she probably felt. That confidence became part of American television history, but people often forget how lonely it can feel when the entire world decides they already know who you are from a single image. Welcome to the channel Star Spotlight. For millions of viewers, Catherine Bach was never just another actress. During the late 1970s and early 1980s, she became a cultural phenomenon almost overnight. Posters covered bedroom walls. Magazine covers sold instantly. Audiences remembered the smile, the charm, the effortless screen presence. And eventually, they remember the photographs too. Certain images of Catherine Bach circulated for years because they challenged the wholesome television image many viewers had attached to her. Some reacted with surprise. Others treated the photos like scandal. But time has a strange way of softening public judgment and revealing something more honest underneath it. Because the deeper story was never really about photographs. It was about identity. Fame arrived during an era when actresses were expected to remain frozen inside the version of themselves audiences first loved. Catherine Bach carried the weight of that expectation for decades. Public admiration can feel warm from a distance, but it also creates pressure to constantly preserve an image that may no longer match the person living behind it. And life kept moving. Careers changed. Hollywood changed. So did she. There were personal losses along the way, moments of emotional exhaustion that never fully appeared in interviews or headlines. Like many performers from classic television, she experienced the quiet transition from cultural obsession to nostalgic memory, and that shift can be deeply disorienting for someone once recognized everywhere they went. Still, there is something admirable about the way Catherine Bach endured it. She never seemed bitter toward the audience that helped create her fame. If anything, she appeared increasingly reflective with age, calmer, more grounded, more aware of the difference between attention and genuine happiness. That emotional maturity matters more now than the controversies people once attached to her name. Because photographs capture moments, they do not capture resilience. They do not show the emotional cost of spending years under public scrutiny. They cannot explain the private insecurities hidden beneath beauty, success, and admiration. And they rarely reveal how difficult it is for someone to keep rebuilding themselves while the world insists on remembering an earlier version forever. Catherine Bach survived that experience with her humanity still visible. That may be the most remarkable part of her legacy. Not the headlines, not the rumors, not even the iconic image people still associate with her. It is the fact that after decades inside an industry built on illusion, she still feels recognizable as a real person. Warm, imperfect, stronger than many people realized. And maybe that is why audiences continue returning to her story all these years later. Somewhere beneath the nostalgia, they recognize something deeply human there, someone trying to live honestly inside a life that was never entirely her own. If this story meant something to you, share your thoughts in the comments below. And if you enjoy thoughtful documentaries that look beyond the headlines, consider liking the video and subscribing to Star Spotlight for more stories that remember the human side of fame.